what is the Shades of Intimacy workshop? Ah, It's this ability to go deep in your intimacy through breath, sound, and movement. We are going to give you tools of transformation that actually help you connect on a much deeper level with your intimate partner than you have maybe previously experienced. The workshop is May 6th through 8th, 2016. It's going to be in Midway, Utah, which is up in Park City. It's a beautiful area. It's a beautiful resort that has been there for a long time. It's got hot springs and pools and golf courses, and it's an incredible weekend getaway that you can come to with your beloved and dive into the deeper tools of transformation for intimacy and passion. Jennifer Stanchfield, her husband, Jason Smith, and myself have been on this journey for, oh my gosh, we've been doing relationships work and relationships workshops for probably 20 years. And what we can tell you is that this workshop is an incredible deal. It's an incredible opportunity. It's $300 per person. It's $500 for a couple. And you get to be in this beautiful place and really relax into a very safe container where you can have the discussions and the conversations, and you can learn actual yogas of energy and how to work with energy and exchange energy to learn how to be more open and more authentic and more real. You don't have to be a couple to be in this workshop. You can come as a single. We try and keep it gender balanced because it's really important to kind of have somebody next to you that is reflecting to you places that maybe you don't understand. And sometimes coming in as a single and having that opportunity to get feedback from somebody who doesn't know you can be hugely insightful. Like I said, Jason and Jenny and I have been doing this work for a very long time, and we personally have gone to workshops that have cost tens of thousands of dollars. We have done a lot of very deep, intensive, highly confrontive work. And through that journey of the kung fus of sexual intimacy and the yogas of sexual intimacy and learning tantra and all these traditions, we have come up with a whole bunch of techniques and exercises that we have found have been the most beneficial for us in our relationships. This is one of those workshops that you really want to do. It's hard to explain because there's no sexuality that's actually involved in the workshop, because really intimacy is about energy and understanding how to be at one with your mate's energy and how to feel into his or her heart and to become one. If you really look deeply into the eyes of another person, instantly you will see your soulmate. Instantly you will recognize a part of yourself, and instantly you will go deeper than you have ever been before. And these techniques are not hard. They're actually very, very simple, but they take a tremendous amount of presence to stay present with your partner, to feel into them moment by moment, to feel into what their heart needs rather than what maybe you think what you want. Deep intimacy is not about getting your own needs met. It's actually about feeling into what someone else needs that will then open them up to a deeper level of intimacy. You can't get to intimacy by beating somebody over the head, saying, I want this and I want that. It's in our world, we've all been there, but it's sort of a childish way to be intimate. The deeper levels require you to breathe. Always remember the heart connection. Always reconnect that heart connection. Always look at the person directly in the eyes, to breathe with them, to feel with them, to be able to move your body and to make sounds and to allow them in. Deep intimacy requires your vulnerability. Deep intimacy requires a type of surrender. And there's moments that is very, very scary, but in our workshop, we create a very, very safe container that there are rules within that space, and you adhere to those rules. And because of that, you feel safe and you can open up and go deep. When I was doing this type of work many years ago, I was married and my partner had been to many of the workshops. And in this particular one, he was traveling and he couldn't go. And I went to this workshop and I probably got the most powerful piece of information that I had ever received from anyone, from a person who wasn't my mate. And that one piece of information transformed me completely. And I was truly never the same after that. So this is one of those workshops that you discover you. And in discovering yourself, you recognize that who you are right now is completely and totally perfect for what you want in an intimacy. And you don't have to be anything else. You don't have to be anyone else. You actually only have to find your authentic heart and your authentic expression. And, you know, Jenny is a master at music and flow and helping women really drop into their more sensual self. And Jason is a magnificent example of a very strong, powerful masculine that is very open intuitively and energetically and very aligned and in tuned with feeling his partner. And so they're a married couple and they're in the space as a reflection for you to kind of feel into like how they do the dance of their own relationship and intimacy. And myself, I've been doing this forever. I've taught workshops, my gosh, since the 1990s. And I have been on my own personal growth path and my own spiritual path. And I have taken tons of classes on Tantra and sexuality and spirituality and the yogas and the kung fus of deep intimacy. And I'm a psychic and an intuitive, and I can feel into situations and find that flow and oftentimes find that connection that is missing. And through simple conversation, be able to open those doors for you in your relationship. Jason, Jenny, and I, we want you to come with your issues. We want you to come to the workshop with your problems. We want you to bring real things to the table. And I've been so fascinated that when I've been teaching this class, I've had men come up to me afterwards and say, I don't think I've ever met a woman as open as you. And it's the same with Jason and Jenny. I mean, we have practiced, and this has been our life's mission and purpose, to help couples and help men and women to find deeper intimacy. Jenny and I are co-founders of something called the Wild Women Symposium, where we create an event where women get to explore their divine feminine in great depth. And Jenny and I teach a class that is after the symposium that is on the elemental feminine, and to really create a space through movement and music that women get to explore the deepest qualities of their feminine, and sometimes the scary emotions that women are afraid to go into. But when you're in a group of women, you're completely safe. And Jason teaches a workshop that's specifically for men that's called the Men's Masculine Warrior. And it is a way for men to do the same as we do with the elemental feminine. It's all men, and you get to go into the really powerful, aggressive, dynamic sides of the masculine and claim those masculine parts for yourself. So the Shades of Intimacy class is beautiful for couples that know they love each other, know they want to go deeper, and they just don't know how. They just don't have the tools of transformation to go deeper. And we will give you those tools. And couples that have come to our workshop, they're never the same. In our last workshop, we had some couples that were just on the verge of breaking up. They were just like, we're done. I mean, we just were so, well, this is our last ditch effort. We're trying to figure this out. We love each other, but we don't know how to reclaim the passion, reclaim that depth. There's so much emotional baggage in the way, and we've got to figure out how to either get past it or we've got to be done. And because of the simple tools that we're going to show you, they are still together, and you will see their testimonials on the Shades of Intimacy website. We really want to show you a simple door, an amazing door, a door that is organic and it's comfortable for you to discover who you really are, and then who you are as a we, without losing the me inside of your own relationship. Please come to our workshop. We're going to have a great time. There are some scholarships available. And so if you call us and you talk to us and tell us about what's going on for you, we will do our very best to make it work for you also. But know that, you know, it's expensive to create spaces that are really beautiful and very intimate for you to go deep. And so we have a beautiful space, and it's not an inexpensive place. And if you wanted to give your love relationship an incredible gift of passion, this would be the workshop, May 6th through 8th at the Homestead Resort in Midway, Utah, outside of Park City. We hope you come, and I hope this has been an interesting interview for you.